So right in the peak of Lionsgate portal, we have a full moon in Aquarius. So let's see, let's start with Kirsty and let's see what's going on. Big ascension time at the moment, so people are feeling a little bit weird at the moment. Funny feelings and tiredness and stuff. So let's see. Okay, this full moon is here to help you untangle, release and experience revelation and see the truth. Okay, this moon will help you make a clean break so that you can step into what your brightest future can be and see how you can serve in the world if you lean in and trust. So this is really relevant, having the peak of Lionsgate portal yesterday and then the full moon today. It's all about release, to be your best self, to be in your best life. So it says there is a tendency under an Aquarius full moon to want to stand up for yourself and say what you mean, especially when it comes to areas in your life that where you feel you've been kept stilted, stifled, and feel you have no freedom. Try to have these conversations under the full moon. No, try not to have these conversations under the full moon, as emotionally called Aquarius will have you saying things that don't necessarily mean. Having multiple Aquarian ex-boyfriends, they are the archetype of cold, detached, emotionally unavailable. So that's how you're going to come across if you try and have a conversation. So just leave it a few days if you can. The sun in Leo during this full moon gives themes of living from the heart and your unique spark. So this will be highlighted. With the sun in Leo and the moon in cool, emotionally detached Aquarius, told you. The trick to this moon is to bring what is in your heart up to your head so that it can be lived as well as felt. Leo asks you to step into you and start to shine. If you haven't listened to my Lionsgate meditation, it's on my Facebook page. Do listen to it, because it's all about this. It's all about stepping into your power and being having greater vision of your contribution to the world. There we are. Aquarius will help you take what's in your heart and begin to share it with the world. So linking your heart with your head and be prepared for change. Okay. Let's go to Yasmin now then. Keywords: work smarter, not harder, chase your dreams, love to love, and be detached. One thing to be aware of is that this full moon in Aquarius is always a good time to detach a little bit from your emotions. Full moons tend to be highly emotional, but Aquarius is the most cool and aloof sign of the zodiac. Remember, this is never a criticism. We all have the sign Aquarius in our chart somewhere. It's just funny when you know Aquarians, isn't it? Sorry if you are an Aquarian. It's almost as though you can lightly throw yourself into things at this full moon without worrying about being carried away by an emotional tidal wave. Feel all your feelings, process them in a pragmatic way, because if nothing else, Aquarius is pragmatic. It's also very much a time to chase your dreams, but not only dreams, also very much a time to chase your dreams, especially, but not only, dreams related to your working life. This is because the full moon is taking place as Mars, Saturn and Neptune align. There's a lot of planetary stuff going on at the moment. If you feel like you're being guided towards your right path by a higher power, you might just well be. So again, check out my meditation if you haven't already. You'll tap into the Mars-Neptune energies more easily if you release what no longer serves you under this moon. If you're on a spiritual path, then now is the time to be proactive. Be more motivated about meditation, take action towards connecting with your higher self, and be determined when it comes to creating your spiritual practice. If you tune into the energies of this full moon, you're likely to get good results. Okay. Also note, this takes place just before the end of Mercury retrograde. So clarity may be closer than you think. Basically, peak of Lionsgate on the 8th, full moon in Aquarius on the 9th, Mercury retrograde finishes on the 11th. We're in that final push. This is the time when things are going to come up that you need to process and you need to work through and you need to release. but also you need to be really clear on your dreams and where you want to go next. So start planning for the next 6 to 12 months with this full moon. But it's exciting times, and it shouldn't be too harsh a full moon. So I know people are feeling tired, and you know, I'm always tired, so it doesn't make any difference to me. But we'll ride it out. We're nearly there. Have a lovely full moon. I'll see you soon.